My name is Alvaro Cortez. I am a BFA major with an emphasis in performance studies, and I'm talking about my Spanish-speaking Shakespeare team. There is a high school competition for the Utah Shakespeare Festival that happens in the first weekend of October, and basically it's just all the high schools in the state that can afford it, and other schools around the country a little bit too, sometimes out of the coast. It's just a good time to celebrate Shakespeare with your fellow peers. So this team, the Spanish-speaking team, was different because last year it was the first time it was ever been done for the whole competition. It was different because it was all Latinx kids. For the first year it was all done in Spanish. There was no English added. This year there was some English added, but for theatrical effect. And yeah, that's the difference of it. Yeah, it's a minority group performing with the big leagues, and I just tell them, here's why we're doing this team, not just because we thought it'd be cool. It's just diversity in the arts is very important. It's very lacking in Utah. It's getting better, but it's still lacking, and this is why we're doing it. And as long as we perform, we don't have to be great. As long as we perform, we are doing what we came here to do. Last year, 2018 was last year, my old high school theater teacher, who I'm very close with, just contacted me beginning of the school year saying, hey, I really want to get a Spanish-speaking Shakespeare team going. Would you be interested? And at first I was like, wait, Spanish-speaking? What do you mean? He told me, you know, we have a lot of Latin kids. I just want to have Shakespeare be done in Spanish. Last year we had 3 kids. I was able to get 2 girls to do it, and then to be a team you need at least 3 people. But I wasn't able to find anyone, so then I just brought in my little sister who was in school. And so this year we had 4 kids, but that was the difference between first year and last year. Just one, we were able to do more, and we were bigger. Why is it important? To show that there is diversity in Utah. It's not just all white people, and that these minority groups have a voice that should be heard, and it can be heard just as well as any white performer can. And and the arts, it does help with education. It makes better people, especially theater, in my experience. And I feel like that will help any racial group. That is why it is important, and it gives just these kids a chance to just try something new, you know. A lot of kids can't afford to do art. A lot of Latin kids can't afford to do it for financial reasons or other reasons, and that's why it's important. Just makes it more inclusive. Teachers are a blessed breed. Really, teaching children is such a privilege, and it's a very difficult thing, and that's one thing I really took out of it. It's a privilege, and whoever has the opportunity to teach children, do not take it lightly, because you can't